If you bring forth what's inside of you, it will save you. If you don't, it will destroy you. It's not only important to express all your emotions, but it's also critical for your mental health and peace. Every emotion has a life cycle of its own. It starts with the trigger manifesting into a feeling, gradually reaching its peak and saturation, and then when expressed, towards unwinding, towards release, closure and ultimate dissipation out of your life, making way for you to experience the other emotions that you meant and destined to experience as human beings. Now, there is no such thing as a positive or negative emotion. There is just a range of emotions where one is different from the other. Hence, every emotion lives the same life cycle and needs the closure just as much as another emotion does. Notice that distractions are not closures. So every time you have an argument with a loved one that you avoid to take further and close, and then engage yourself with, let's say, binge watching or a spa to calm yourself down and relax yourself, understand that you're just distracting yourself and you're not addressing the emotion. Now, this unaddressed emotion has the potential to grow within you like a parasite and eventually to deprive you of your ability to experience other emotions. Imagine being in love with somebody that you cannot or choose not to express it to. Now, that is a very positive feeling. Love is a very positive feeling. But if you do not address this emotion and do not express it in one form or another, it has the potential to make you desperate in long run, thereby adding a bit of toxicity in your behavior towards that person. Having said that, it's very obvious for us to understand the downside of not expressing what we call as negative emotions like anger to somebody. So whether these are the ones that we call as negative emotions or positive, they all need closure. And the closure happens only through expressions. So express. Understand that even if you don't mean to, you will end up expressing. Sometimes through the way you dress up, to the way you behave. You have an argument at home, in office, a lot of people will point out that you're looking a little sad or you're behaving a little cranky. You're happy about something, you get a great gift from a loved one. You cannot contain that excitement even when you are among some other people who are thereby. So you cannot contain that excitement even when you're amongst other people who are not aware of it. So be it anger or joy or excitement or any kind of feeling, you will express anyway. What I'm talking about here is intentional expression. Have the intent to express and then choose your preferred way of expressing. For example, a lot of people express by writing things down. My preferred way of expressing is, if it's an emotion triggered by a situation, I like to write because that gives me the flexibility of doing it anywhere and as much as I want. If it's triggered by another person, I try to talk it out to that person. If I cannot talk it out to that person, I discuss it with my loved ones and my close friends. So that's another way of expression for me. That, however, should not dictate the choice of your way of expression. Try to experiment and explore for your own self what is your most convenient form of expression. It will also change according to the emotion that you've experienced. But what's worth noting here is, whatever form of expression you choose, you must express. Only then will your emotion reach its closure and thus dissipate out of your life, making way for the other emotions. Having said that, I hope that you learnt that there is no such thing as a positive or negative emotion. Every emotion needs to be addressed and needs to reach its closure through expression, and the choice of way of expression depends on you. I hope you've learned something. My name is Singh and I've been a learning and development consultant since 2008. Happy progressing.